point. I'm back and I'm underneath the lighthouse now. Pretty sure you guys aren't going to be able to see much over here, but it's not really about what you see on this one because this is story time. So I wanted to follow up with a story, and maybe later we can confirm some of the story. But Caspe, or was it no Cabot Trail? Cabot Trail, Cape Breton, Canada. Ricky Red. So that's going to be the name of this video. It'll be Ricky Red, Cape Breton, Canada, and Cabot Trail. So Ricky Red. So I stop at this gas station. I'm fueling up, and I'm getting fuel, and I'm asking about DEF fluid, right? Like, I don't know, is DEF fluid like a thing up here? Because, like, I don't know, maybe you only have older vehicles, and the newer ones that require this DEF fluid are irrelevant up here. Maybe, whatever. So we were talking about DEF fluid. Oh, yeah, we got to get that. We got some of that, and, it's back here, and it was a really nice gas station. They were super helpful. Even a random guy, started pulling out his phone to Google, where I could fill up my propane. So then, as the others are fueling and everything else, we're kind of talking and, talking about, well, how long does it really take to, travel the Cabot Trail? And they're like, well, depends on who you are. And he's like, are you Ricky Red? And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny to say, and they were like, well, you can do it in 3 to 5 hours, but, you want to stop and enjoy it. So, just take a little bit longer, you're not in a rush. And then he's like, you ain't going to beat Ricky Red's time, is he? And they were saying it with a Canadian, aka Canuck voice, but I can't do that impersonation of a Canadian, I can't do it, so it just comes out as backwards hillbilly bullshit. So anyway, we are, so they're like, I'm like, what is he talking about? Ricky Red? So I was like, all right, cool. I see you guys are having fun here. Who the fuck's Ricky Red, right? I'm not Ricky Red. And they're like, dude, they're like, Ricky Red is this fucking guy who works his ass off at the mechanics yard. They had a different word for it, but that's what I envisioned it as a mechanics yard or a junk yard or something. And they're like, yeah, every day, him and the boys, they'll start drinking around 2:30 because that's kind of the end of their day. They do start a little bit earlier than most, but they're kind of done, so they start drinking around 2:30, and they're like, oh. And then what ends up happening is they start poking and prodding Ricky Red because he tries to get a better time doing the Cabot Trail or a section of it every day after work, after he's had a 6-pack or more in his dump truck, right? His red dump truck. His name is Ricky, has a red dump truck. Yep. Are you following me there, people? Because I don't want to spell it out for you. So he has a red truck and his name is Ricky. Okay. So then Ricky's like, dude, I think I can do it today. The wind's just right. It'll be at my back. I can beat my time today. So he does this section of the Cabot Trail every day in his fucking dump truck, trying to beat his own time while he's boozed up. How fucked up is that, right? Okay, but anyway, how badass is it that he's committed? Now here's what they were saying. I was like, really? I was like, doesn't it cost a lot of diesel fuel and DEF fluid? Haha, because that's why I'm here, is the DEF fluid. Isn't it a little fucking ridiculous to burn all that diesel just to try to beat your own time? And they're like, yeah, he spends about half his fucking pay a week just to friggin' try to beat his time daily. So this guy works all week long, dude, slaving away just to burn fucking half of his day wage trying to make a better time around the friggin' Cabot Trail, right? So that's fucking Ricky Red. I'm like, I was like, you know what? Fucking respect. Okay, respect, guys, because you thought that this asshole coming in here to your gas station in the middle of fucking Nova Scotia or Cape Breton or wherever you are, way the fuck up here, I'm asking logical questions about death fluid, okay? This isn't irrelevant. Like, this is a logical question. I'm worried about death fluid because my car will go into limp mode if I don't have death fluid. So thank you for thinking I'm an idiot and trying to make fun of me, okay, by telling me this stupid Australian drop bear fucking half a Newton story or whatever you call them. You know, like, no, dude, this is no half a Newton. Is half a Newton a word? What is half a Newton? So I'm like, all right, yeah, yeah, good one, guys. And I left on that. I was like, good one, ha ha. And then no shit, dude. I'm driving the fucking Cabot Trail about a fucking hour later, and I'm going around a bend. You know, it's like, I don't know. It said like 50 kilometers for the circle, right? Like the bend, you know, it's a hey, caution, curve is coming up, the little sign, and it said 50 kilometers. I'm doing math like quick in my head. I'm like, okay, 50 kilometers. How fast can I take this turn? Is it 25? Nope, a little bit more than 25. I could probably do it at 30, maybe 35, but that's probably pushing the limits of old Jib there. I don't want to tip over. And no shit, as I'm in the apex coming out of the turn, I hear, whoa, and this giant fucking red dump truck comes barreling, dude, like barreling around this corner so fucking fast, dude. I was like, what the actual fuck? And then Ricky Red. Are you kidding me, dude? This is Ricky Red right now. Ricky Red flew by me, dude, like hauling some serious ass, dude, like crazy. Okay, so Micah, okay, we all know the characters, and if you haven't been paying attention, go back and watch the other videos, okay, guys? Go back and watch them, listen to them, whatever you got to do, and know the characters here, okay? So Micah was driving Betty, and Betty and Micah seen the red dump truck. So when I got out, I was like, holy, he was like, he came to me first. He was like, dude, holy shit, did you see that fucking red dump truck come barreling around that bend? He's like, I thought that fucking thing was going to flip over, and like the noise it was making, are you kidding me, dude? I was like, hey, get this, dude. His name's Ricky Red, and he starts drinking about 2:30 every day. And he tries to beat his time on the Cabot Trail like every day, and he spends half his paycheck trying to do it. Talk about commitment and respect. So here's what I need from you guys. Look up Ricky Red and go find out what his time is. Dude, I want to know what his time is. And then, like, I don't know, like, should we try to beat his time? I feel like if I had a dump truck, I could beat his time.